What if you could leave your front door unlocked at night and never think twice about it? What if your kids could ride their bikes until the streetlights came on and the scariest thing on the local news was a lost dog? It sounds like a postcard from the 1950s, but these places still exist right now. Tucked away across the country are small towns where violent crime is so rare that years can pass between serious incidents. Towns where the police blotter reads more like a list of noise complaints. Today, we're counting down 10 of the safest small towns in America, places where crime barely exists. We'll look at the real numbers, the real streets, and what makes each one so remarkably safe. And our number one? It's been ranked the safest town in America more than once. Let's count it down. Number 10, Madison, Mississippi. We start in the Deep South, just north of Jackson, in a town that quietly became one of the safest places to live in the entire region. Madison, Mississippi is a planned, picture-perfect community of about 30,000 people, known for its strict zoning, its tidy brick architecture, and streets so calm they almost feel staged. But the safety here isn't an illusion. It's right there in the numbers. Madison's violent crime rate runs a fraction of the national average, and many years go by with 0 homicides reported. For a town in a state that often lands near the top of national crime rankings, that contrast is remarkable. So what makes Madison so safe? A combination of an engaged police force, a tight-knit community, and local leadership that has obsessed over public safety for decades. Here's the angle for your family: top-rated schools, low crime, and southern affordability, all in one package. You're not trading away your entire budget for peace of mind here, the way you would in California or the Northeast. For families looking to plant roots somewhere calm, Madison proves that safe and affordable can absolutely live in the same zip code. And this is only the beginning. Number 9, Zionsville, Indiana. Head north to the outskirts of Indianapolis, and you'll find a town that looks like it was lifted straight off a movie set. Zionsville, Indiana has a brick-paved main street, old-fashioned lampposts, and a village feel that draws visitors from all over the state. But behind that charm is one of the safest communities in the Midwest. With a population around 30,000, Zionsville consistently posts violent crime rates more than 70% below the national average, and property crime that's a fraction of what neighboring areas see. Walk the streets here at night, and the biggest risk you'll face is wanting to move in. So what drives the safety? Strong schools, high community involvement, and a local government that invests heavily in policing and public spaces. Here's the mini hook. Zionsville isn't some isolated bubble. You're 20 minutes from a major city with all the jobs, hospitals, and airports that come with it, while you sleep in one of the calmest towns in America. For parents who want big city access and small-town peace, Zionsville is about as close to having it both ways as you'll find. Safe, charming, and connected, that's a hard combination to beat. Number 8, Bergenfield, New Jersey. Now for a surprise. When people picture the safest towns in America, they rarely picture the crowded suburbs of northern New Jersey, just miles from New York City. But Bergenfield breaks every assumption. This densely populated borough of about 27,000 people sits in Bergen County, and despite being packed tight and sitting in the shadow of one of the world's biggest cities, it posts violent crime rates dramatically below the national average. Year after year, Bergenfield ranks among the safest places in the entire Northeast. How is that even possible in such a dense, busy area? It comes down to a deeply rooted, diverse, family-oriented community and a police department that knows the streets intimately. And here's the part that matters for your wallet and your life. You get genuine New York Metro access, jobs, culture, transit straight into Manhattan, while raising your family on streets where serious crime is a rarity. You don't have to flee to the middle of nowhere to find safety. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight, right next to the biggest city in the country. Bergenfield proves that density and safety aren't opposites, and that's exactly why it earns a spot on this list. Number 7, Marshfield, Massachusetts. Let's head to the coast of Massachusetts, about 40 minutes south of Boston, to a seaside town where the Atlantic meets some of the lowest crime rates in the Northeast. Marshfield is a community of about 25,000 people with beaches, marshes, and classic New England character. And it is remarkably safe. Marshfield's violent crime rate sits far below both the Massachusetts and national averages, and residents routinely describe it as the kind of place where you genuinely just don't worry. Here's a number that says it all. In a typical year, Marshfield sees only a handful of violent incidents across the entire town. So what's the secret? A stable, established community, a very well-resourced police department, and the natural calm that comes with a tight coastal town where everybody looks out for one another. And here's the lifestyle angle. Imagine morning walks on the beach, top-tier schools, and a commute that can still put you in downtown Boston when you need it, all wrapped in one of the safest towns in the state. Coastal living usually comes with a danger tax in big cities. In Marshfield, the trade is the opposite. You get the ocean and the peace of mind. That's a rare deal. Number 6. Wyckoff, New Jersey. Back to New Jersey, but a very different flavor this time. Wyckoff is an affluent leafy township in Bergen County, about an hour from Manhattan, and it is consistently ranked one of the safest communities in the entire United States. With a population around 17,000, Wyckoff posts crime numbers so low they almost don't register. We're talking violent crime rates that are a tiny fraction of the national average, with many years passing without a single reported violent incident. Picture wide, tree-lined streets, spacious homes, and a community where neighbors actually know each other's names. So what makes Wyckoff so safe? A combination of a stable, prosperous population, excellent schools, and a professional police force with the resources to keep it that way. Here's the honest trade-off though. Wyckoff is not cheap. This is a town where peace of mind comes with a real price tag, but for families who can swing it. You're buying into one of the most secure environments in America, with elite schools and easy access to New York City jobs. If your top priority is raising kids somewhere about as safe as a town can possibly be, Wyckoff belongs at the very top of your list. Number 5. Sammamish, Washington. Now we cross the country to the Pacific Northwest, just east of Seattle, to a town that regularly tops national safety rankings. Sammamish, Washington sits between two lakes, surrounded by evergreen forest, with mountain views and a population around 65,000. It's on the larger side for this list, but its safety numbers are extraordinary. Sammamish routinely posts one of the lowest violent crime rates of any community its size in America, often cited at a small fraction of the national average, and it lands near the top of safest cities lists year after year. So how does a town this close to a major metro stay this safe? Highly educated, high-income residents, strong community investment, and a location that's plugged into Seattle's booming tech economy without absorbing the city's problems. Here's the mini hook. Many residents here work for some of the biggest tech companies on Earth, yet they go home to quiet forested streets where crime is almost a non-issue. If you want access to one of the strongest job markets in the country and genuine peace of mind, Sammamish offers a combination that's incredibly hard to find anywhere on the West Coast. Natural beauty, big tech paychecks, and safety, all in one place. Number 4. Ridgefield, Connecticut. Tucked into the rolling hills of western Connecticut, about an hour and a half from New York City, sits a town that feels like it was designed to be safe. Ridgefield is a historic New England community of about 25,000 people, with a charming downtown colonial architecture and a reputation as one of the safest and most desirable places to live in the entire Northeast. And the crime numbers back it up completely. Ridgefield's violent crime rate is a small fraction of the national average, and serious incidents are genuinely rare events here, not routine ones. So what makes it work? A prosperous, education-focused community, a top-rated school system, and a town that has prioritized quality of life for generations. Here's the angle for commuters. You can live in this storybook New England town, send your kids to excellent schools, walk a beautiful main street on the weekend, and still reach Manhattan when work demands it. Ridgefield consistently shows up on national best places to live and safest towns lists, And once you see it in person, you understand exactly why. For families who want history, charm, and a feeling of total security, Ridgefield is the New England dream. And we're now down to the 3 safest on our list. Number 3. Hopkinton, Massachusetts. You may know our number 3 for one reason. It's the starting line of the Boston Marathon. But beyond that famous start, Hopkinton, Massachusetts is one of the safest small towns in the entire country. About 30 miles west of Boston, with a population around 18,000, Hopkinton blends small-town New England charm with some of the lowest crime numbers you'll find anywhere. Violent crime here is exceptionally rare. The town can go long stretches without a single serious incident, and property crime sits far below the national average too. So what's behind it? A close-knit, civic-minded community, an excellent and well-funded police department, and a school system that ranks among the best in Massachusetts. Here's the lifestyle picture. Tree-lined streets, a beautiful state park with a lake, top schools, and a straightforward commute into the Boston job market. It's the kind of place where the community actually shows up. For the marathon, for town meetings, for each other. And here's the wallet angle. Hopkinton isn't the cheapest town on this list, but families consistently say the safety and the schools make every dollar worth it. When a town is best known for welcoming the entire world to its doorstep once a year and stays this peaceful the other 364 days, that tells you something special. 2 more to go. Number 2, Hingham, Massachusetts. Our runner-up sits on the south shore of Massachusetts, a historic harbor town founded in the 1630s, making it older than almost the entire country. Hingham is a coastal community of about 25,000 people, and it pairs genuine colonial history with some of the lowest crime rates in America. Stroll its famous Main Street, once called one of the most beautiful streets in the country, and you'll see why families fall in love. But it's the safety that earns Hingham its spot. Violent crime is extraordinarily rare here, with rates a tiny fraction of the national average, and residents consistently rank it among the safest places they've ever lived. So what drives it? Old money stability, deep community roots, outstanding schools, and a police force that takes real pride in keeping the town pristine. Here's the dream scenario. You've got a working harbor, a ferry that runs straight into Boston, historic homes, top schools, and streets where serious crime is almost unheard of. Hingham is what people picture when they imagine the perfect, safe New England town, and it actually delivers. It's beautiful, it's historic, and it's secure. And it's beaten for the top spot by only one town in all of America. Number 1, Franklin, Massachusetts. And our number 1, the safest small town on our list, is Franklin, Massachusetts. Sitting about 40 minutes southwest of Boston, Franklin is a community of roughly 35,000 people, and it has earned national recognition again and again as one of the safest towns in the entire United States. We're talking about a place that has topped safest in America rankings with a violent crime rate that's almost statistically invisible. In a typical year, Franklin reports only a tiny handful of violent incidents across the whole town. Numbers that most American cities couldn't even dream of. So what makes Franklin the gold standard? It's a combination of everything we've talked about today. A stable, family-focused population, a nationally respected school system, a deeply engaged community, and a police department that has earned the town its safe reputation through decades of consistency. And here's what ties it all together for you. Franklin offers historic New England character, a real downtown, commuter rails straight into Boston, and a quality of life that draws families from all over the region, all wrapped in a level of safety that's almost hard to believe in modern America. If your number 1 priority is finding a place where you can finally exhale, where you can let your kids roam free and leave your worries at the door, Franklin, Massachusetts is about as close to that ideal as any town in the country gets. So there it is, 10 of the safest small towns in America, where crime barely exists and peace of mind is just part of everyday life. From the coast of Massachusetts to the forests of Washington state, these towns prove that the safe, quiet, neighborly America so many people are searching for is still out there. You just have to know where to look. Now I want to hear from you. Would you trade big city life for a town this safe? And which one would you pick? Maybe you already live in a hidden super safe town that didn't make our list. If so, tell us about it in the comments, because your town could headline our next video. If you enjoyed this countdown, do me a favor, tap that like button, share it with someone who's dreaming of a safer place to call home, and subscribe so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.